Dennis Schröder isn't sneaking into Springfield. He's kicking down the doors with a FIBA World Cup MVP, a EuroBasket MVP, and a blueprint for how international basketball greatness gets you into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Strip away NBA-only bias and look at the resume. Germany's first ever World Cup title, the EuroBasket 2025 crown, clutch daggers versus Team USA and Serbia, and leadership that turned Germany basketball into a dynasty. When Steve Nash calls you a Hall of Famer and LeBron James nods along, that's not hype, that's validation from the summit. This isn't about six-man minutes or bag fumble memes. It's about a guard who authored the most valuable possessions on the biggest global stages. Dennis Schröder Hall of Fame discourse makes sense when you measure rings and ribbons that actually exist. FIBA World Cup MVP, EuroBasket MVP, Germany versus USA upset, Serbia final heroics, Franz Wagner ascension, and a road that ran through Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokić, and Luka Dončić. Compare it cleanly. Dirk Nowitzki owns the NBA legacy for Germany, but Schröder's international basketball legacy, 2 golds, 2 MVPs, hits the exact criteria that historically equals induction. The algorithm loves receipts, and these are the receipts. Clutch fourth quarters, elite pick and roll orchestration, defensive nastiness, and historic wins that reshape European basketball. Call it what it is. A viral case study in how the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame rewards global dominance. Tag it in your mind. EuroBasket MVP 2025, FIBA World Cup MVP 2023, Germany Basketball Dynasty, Team USA upset. Because when that hall call comes, you'll remember who told you first. When people talk about Germany basketball history, they jump straight to Dirk Nowitzki, but they forget that before Dennis Schröder took over, Germany was a one-hit wonder. 1 EuroBasket gold in 1993 and decades of mediocrity. Then came EuroBasket 2015, the passing of the torch, Dirk's farewell, Dennis's arrival. The tournament was a disaster on paper. Germany didn't win a single group stage game, but buried inside that failure was a revelation. Schröder wasn't just another NBA player in Europe. He was the future face of German basketball, averaging over 21 points per game and ranking among the top 5 in assists. Dennis showed flashes of what would become a FIBA Hall of Fame caliber career. 2 years later, at EuroBasket 2017, the transformation was undeniable. Without Dirk Nowitzki, expectations were rock bottom, yet Schröder led Germany to the quarterfinals, upsetting France in the round of 16 and nearly taking down Spain. He finished second in scoring behind Pau Gasol, top 10 in assists, and earned a spot on the All-EuroBasket first team. Those are elite international numbers, the kind that put you in conversations with legends like Tony Parker and Luka Dončić. In hindsight, this was the beginning of the Germany basketball revolution. Dennis Schröder's rise from NBA role player to the leader of a national powerhouse. Search it up. Dennis Schröder, EuroBasket 2017 stats, Germany versus France upset, FIBA history, Germany basketball rebirth. This was the moment the world stopped laughing at the bag fumble and started realizing Dennis was building a Hall of Fame resume overseas. For years, Germany basketball carried the label of a Tier 2 nation. The 2019 FIBA World Cup was a humiliation. Dennis Schröder played well individually, ranking top 10 in scoring and leading in assists, but Germany crashed out in the group stage. Then came the 2021 Olympics, and things got worse. Schröder was ruled ineligible over insurance issues, watching helplessly as Germany was eliminated by Luka Dončić and Slovenia in the quarterfinals. The narrative was set. Germany wasn't built to hang with the big dogs like Spain, Serbia, or Team USA. But then came EuroBasket 2022, and everything flipped. Enter Franz Wagner, the Orlando Magic rising star who finally gave Schröder a true running mate. Together, they rewrote history. Germany bulldozed through the group stage, took down Giannis Antetokounmpo's Greece in a stunning upset, and secured bronze. Germany's first EuroBasket medal in nearly 2 decades. Dennis Schröder outplayed global superstars, averaged nearly 23 points a night, and made the All-EuroBasket tournament team again, joining elite names like Luka Dončić and Nikola Jokić. His clutch shot-making, defensive edge, and leadership resurrected not just his country's basketball reputation, but his own NBA career. Right after the tournament, the Los Angeles Lakers came calling, proof that FIBA Dennis Schröder is a different beast. Search trends exploded around Dennis Schröder EuroBasket 2022 highlights, Germany versus Greece Giannis, and Franz Wagner FIBA breakout. This was the redemption arc, the rebirth of Germany basketball, and the undeniable start of a Hall of Fame legacy written on the world stage. In 2023, Dennis Schröder completed one of the greatest international basketball runs in modern history. Germany entered the FIBA World Cup as dark horses. No one expected them to survive, let alone dominate. But behind Schröder's leadership, they went undefeated, storming through the tournament and knocking off giants. Latvia pushed them to the brink, but they survived. Then came the showdown that shocked the world: Germany versus Team USA. A C team in name, but loaded with NBA stars like Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, and Paolo Banchero. Schröder dissected them, controlling the pace, hitting clutch shots, and leading Germany to the upset of the decade. In the final, against Serbia, he dropped 28 points, took home FIBA World Cup MVP, and delivered Germany's first world title. FIBA Dennis Schröder wasn't a meme anymore. It was a brand of dominance. 2 years later, at EuroBasket 2025, the legend grew. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokić, Luka Dončić, Lauri Markkanen, and Alperen Şengün, every European superstar showed up. Yet Germany steamrolled the field, crushing the group stage, taking down Slovenia and Finland, and meeting Turkey in a legendary final. When the pressure peaked, Dennis Schröder did what Hall of Famers do, closed in the clutch. Big-time buckets, surgical passing, and leadership that turned chaos into gold. Another MVP, another title, back-to-back global crowns. Search Dennis Schröder World Cup MVP, Germany versus USA FIBA upset, EuroBasket 2025 final Turkey, and Germany basketball dynasty. Because this wasn't luck. This was the coronation of the greatest international guard of his generation, and the cementing of his Hall of Fame legacy. Dirk Nowitzki will always be Germany's greatest NBA player. But when it comes to international basketball, Dennis Schröder has surpassed even the legend himself. Let's do the legacy math. Dirk's international career was full of brilliance. 2 FIBA MVPs, unforgettable moments, and a bronze medal. But the one thing he never captured was gold. Dennis Schröder changed that twice. A FIBA World Cup gold in 2023, a EuroBasket gold in 2025, and MVP honors for both. That's 2 championships and 2 MVPs on the biggest global stages. Achievements no German player, not even Nowitzki, has ever reached. These are the kind of milestones that define the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Historically, every player to win both FIBA World Cup MVP and EuroBasket MVP has been inducted into Springfield. That's not opinion, it's precedent. Schröder's name now sits beside the giants of international basketball: Toni Kukoc, Pau Gasol, Arvydas Sabonis. When you combine his FIBA World Cup MVP, EuroBasket MVP, and Germany's first ever world title, the Hall of Fame question stops being if and becomes when. Search it. Dennis Schröder Hall of Fame case. Dirk Nowitzki versus Dennis Schröder International. Germany FIBA World Cup 2023. EuroBasket 2025 MVP. Schröder isn't just rewriting Germany's basketball history, he's redefining what global greatness looks like in the modern era. And while Dennis is now cemented among legends, the next chapter is already waiting, because before him, a teenage Luka Dončić pulled off his own miracle at EuroBasket. That story's next, and it's just as unbelievable.